Hi and welcome to How to Edit a Web Page. This is a beginner's guide for the new web editor who is working on a pre-existing website. We will open a page in Wordpress. We will replace the heading and body text using a visual editor. Firstly, log in. You will need to be given the URL for your website admin area. The URL will be similar to the web address with a /admin at the end or similar. And you will need a username and password. In WordPress, your first page will look something like this. This is called the dashboard. I also have the website up in a different tab. You can see I'm logged into the site as the black menu bar gives it away, and it's also saying good day to me. It's very useful to have the site up in a second tab as you are editing the pages. Back to our dashboard, go down to Pages and click on the menu item for the page that you want to edit. We'll be editing an event. Click on Edit. Here's what the page looks like in Edit View. Here we see we have a number of rows. Each row is in two halves. The Black Studio Tiny MCE widget plugin is shown here with the heading Visual Editor. Each half has its own visual editor. You can see text for an event in this top left-hand side visual editor. Underneath, you may not be too sure what this is. To the right, we see more text that makes sense. We can see there is an event called Terrific, and diagonally below that we see another event. This one is a soiree. And something else here we might not be sure of. We can make out an alternate diagonal pattern of some sort. Let's go over to our website and navigate to the events page. We have text on the left and a PDF on the right. A PDF in WordPress operates in a fairly similar way to an image. Both are known as media files. When we scroll down, we see the second row, which has our Terrific event text on the right and an image on the left. And the next row has the soiree text on the left and an image on the right. This matches with the alternate diagonal pattern we saw in edit mode. This wrench icon relates to the whole row, but the row has been split into two columns. In this case, we want to keep the row intact. We want to edit the halves within each column. First up, we will edit the right-hand side. That's the one that had the PDF. This is what the HTML script looks like for it. You have to be very careful in this area. Advice is do not go here unless you know what you are doing. Here are the tabs to navigate between the two. Click on the Visual tab. Here we can see the PDF. Click on it. You will see it is now outlined with edit handles on the corners. Press the Delete key on your keyboard and it's gone. Press Done and Update. It's easy to forget to press Update, so if you've done an edit and the site hasn't changed, ask yourself if you clicked Update, as it is easy to forget. Once that is finished, go back to your page on the website. Oh dear, the PDF is still there. Don't panic, just refresh your page. And your edit is done. Now we want to put a new image in. So we will go into the visual editor for that section. WordPress sees images as media, so we will go to the Add Media. This opens up the media library from where we can choose our image. We click on the image we wish to use and insert into page. Press Done and Update. We can't see anything in the visual editor when we add images, which is just one of those things with WordPress. It's just not obvious from this vantage point to see if there is an image or not. Let's go over to our website and refresh the page. And yep, there it is. But what's this? The placement doesn't look quite right. It's a tight fit right up against the header. Back to our editing. You may have noticed something here called spacer height equals 20 pixel. Back into our visual editor. Click at the beginning of the photo, which is a bit hard to see here, but the cursor is there. This may take some trial and error. On this What You See Is What You Get editor, a spacer icon has been added. And it adds, by default, a 20 pixel space. Done, update. Let's take a look, refresh. Well, It added in a space, but it's not enough. Back in and edit. Let's try 50 pixel. Done, update, take a look, refresh. Okay, so you can fiddle with that until you're happy. Now we will go in and edit the text part of the event. But just as a reminder, when we first log in, we get to the dashboard. From the dashboard, we go to Pages and edit our events page. We've replaced the media on the right-hand side, and now we're going to edit the text in the top left. As a reminder, this is what the event currently looks like online. It has a link and a heading. Back to our visual editor. It's hard to see how the heading is different to the rest of the text, but it's pretty easy to see the link. In text mode, we can see the HTML code for the event's headline and its closer. HTML always has an open and a close. Here's the HTML for the link and its closer with a backslash. But we don't have to worry about that as we have the visual editor thanks to the Black Studio Tiny MCE widget plugin. We carefully highlight exactly the text we want to replace and refer to our new information. Note how this information is in a text editor. That is, it is not in a Word document. Steer clear of using Word documents to paste from. Use Notepad for a PC or TextEdit for a Mac. This bit I will just copy and paste. For this we have a link. We'll use the link icon in our What You See is What You Get editor. You can choose whether it opens up in a new window. You can also choose to link to a page within the website itself. I also have a little idea to add an image here. Not too sure if it will work, but I'm giving it a go. To add an image, go to Add Media. Unlike before, I don't have this image already in the library, so I'm going to have to upload the file. Select my file, navigate to where it is located. You may sometimes want to have an image to link somewhere. If so, this is the place for that. But in this instance, I don't wish to have a link on this image, so I'll choose None. Alternative text allows those people using sight readers to understand the image contents and can help Google find your site in searches. Insert into page. It's a little bit big. Click on it, and when the black edit arrow appears as I hover over, I can make it smaller. Done, update, take a look, refresh page. I might just take out the message word. Done, update, take a look, refresh page, check your links, always check your links. You can go back to your list of pages, log out, and good luck with your web editing.